Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this, well, technically not really a surprise if you visit this channel or other people and you know about Disney and whatever they are doing. So definitely, technically, really not a surprise. From Forbes, Disney Star Wars box office profits fails to cover cost of buying Lucasfilm. Why am I not surprised? Oh yeah, wait, I'm not surprised because we all knew about this. We've been saying it forever that they are losing money. At first they started doing really well because people expected, well, that it would have been good, that it would have been amazing, and people had faith. Because after all, we had the Disney from before the 2010s was actually a good Disney. And then 2015 happened and we got Mary Sue and things started to go really tits up as it went on. And we got really a weird non-canon-ish Star Wars. Yeah, I don't consider Disney Star Wars canon. I consider the expanded universe available in the books before Disney acquired Lucasfilm and LucasArts, etc. as the canon, not this, whatever this is. Right, so let's read the news, shall we? Because look at this, box office profits generated by Disney Star Wars movies have fallen 2.8 billion short of covering the media giant purchase of sci-fi sagas creator Lucasfilm, according to analysis of recently filed financial statements. And as years will go by, this will just increase because of, well, tiny little thing called inflation. Right, before I continue, here is the trailer.
Chosen knight. We are born of sin and crime. We are repentance personified. We are immortal. We are legend. We are God's wrath made manifest. And we know no fear.
I'm back, baby, yeah. Right. So, here it is, another very interesting bit that the person who wrote this, despite actually telling the truth about Disney, they don't seem to have quite grasped the size of the hole that Disney is in, or they created in. Here it is. All started aligning when The Force Awakens, the first film in the new series, was released in 2015. According to industry analysts, Box Office Mojo, it grossed a staggering $2.1 billion, causing Disney to commission 2 spin-off movies as well as 2 sequels that were already planned. However, as the series continued, there was a disturbance in the Force due to an over-reliance on computer-generated effects and the lack of gritty, quirky characters who made the original movies smash hits. It's not only that, the problem is that they made the story very SJW, very Mary Sue. They also quickly and quite fascinatingly shitted upon the old characters. It's as if Disney decided to just say, out with the old, fuck the old, and welcome to the fabulous new. And that's what they did. And it ruined everything. It was a total, utter disaster. And we can see it here on their box office numbers. Because after all, it was a total failure. They did this on basically everything that Lucasfilms had. Here it is what they actually presented on the last month's presentation. Here, which they sang praises to Chief Executive Bob Iger. Anyway, the presentation gives the impression that Disney's Star Wars trilogy generated a 2.9 times return on the purchase of Lucasfilm, as that figure is presented next to a timeline of key events in the production's company history. They include the release of the Disney's movie and its acquisition of Lucasfilm, which is only a milestone marked with a star. Adding to this impression is the fact that the other end of the timeline is Star Wars logo and the photo of the Mandalorian with his little green friend. However, buried in the fine print is the revelation that the purchase price of Lucasfilm isn't even included in the ROI calculation. Instead, it's purely based on the box office performance of Disney's Star Wars trilogy, its 2 spin-offs, movies, merchandise, DVD and Blu-ray sales. As revealed, the methodology is questionable, as Disney based on the ROI on the revenue generated by the movies, merchandise, DVDs and Blu-rays rather than the profit they made, as it should have done. Using the revenue rather than profit artificially inflates the results, as it doesn't factor in the costs that Disney had to pay out. So in other words, the person here is actually lying through statistics. They're simply using the numbers to lie, because they are trying to cover up their failures to the investors. If the investors are actually smart enough to see this, they will say to Disney, hey Disney, you fucked us up really bad here, and we are not going to hire you anymore. On that regard, I don't think I would hire anybody who does this. In fact, I would say, no, I'm not too interested. Go fuck yourself. I'll do that. Because this is a lie. They're trying to cook up the numbers so it looks nicer on paper. Because they lost money. They are losing money. I mean, look at Willow. They purchased that thing together with the Lucasfilm. They wasted... Actually, according to the article, if I can find it again, because I lost the goddamn fucking highlights, around 100 million or so just to do the movie Willow. Sorry, not the movie, the series Willow. Here, 100 million into it. And what did they do? A couple of months later, they actually pulled Willow out of Disney Plus. So they the series was losing money just in the hard drives at the Disney servers. Let that sink in. It's just that bad. That's how bad it was for Disney. They let that thing... I mean, they took it out a couple of months later. They couldn't even recoup the costs. And that thing was as woke as it woke comes. And then there is Indiana Jones on the colonoscopy bag. With a replacement Indy who has the personality of a doorknob. On that regard, I think a doorknob has more personality. Wall. No, wait. Walls have more personality. Well, you get my drift. And that one also lost money, unspectacularly last year. It even lost against what? The Sound of Freedom and all of that. Is it Sound of Freedom? Yeah. Anyway, on that goddamn fucking, have a great fucking night. And remember, laugh at Disney. Laugh and point and laugh and laugh. Because they actually fucking deserve it. So, on that, fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you.